Hi and Assalamualaikum. We are Group 6 and today we will be presenting our group assignment on the energy industry. This presentation is a collaborative effort by 5 group members. I will begin the presentation and followed by my teammate who will explain different part of the analysis. My name is Putri Noran Akila binti Muazzam and my teammate is Mazlin, Nur Fakira Alia, Shazian Izahia. An analysis of the energy industry, focusing on 5 key companies which is Shell, Petronas Petron, Uzma Berhad, and Tenaga Nasional Berhad. The presentation compares their financial performance and liquidity positions using key ratio over the 3-year period. Through the analysis, we aim to highlight differences in short-term financial strength and provide a clearer understanding of how each company manages its resources within the energy sector. I'm going to present for the slide 1, which is background TNB. Tenaga Nasional Berhad is Malaysia's largest electricity utility company and the main provider of the electricity in Peninsular Malaysia. It was established in 1990 after the corporation of the National Electricity Board, which is Lembaga Elektrik Negara. TNB is a government-linked company, with the Malaysian government being is a major shareholder through Khazanah Nasionals.
Hi, my name is Shazam Betty Safaran and now I'm going to present a bit about Petronas background. Petronas or Petroleum Nasional Berhad is a Malaysia's national oil and gas company that's founded in 1974 and fully owned by the government. It managed the country's petroleum resource to benefit Malaysia. Petronas operate across the energy industry, including exploration, production, refining, petrochemicals, and petrol stations. Petronas also supports sustainability through education, community program, and efforts to reduce carbon emissions. It's contributing significantly to Malaysia's economy and global standing.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nazim binti Jafar. We will present about the company Uzma Berhad. Uzma Berhad is a Malaysian energy and technology company founded in 2000, MPRC. It started a manpower consultancy and has grown into a leading integrated service provider. The company operates across Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Uzma Berhad also provides service in oil and gas, digital tech, and new energy solutions. It is also engaged in innovative areas like satellite and digital solutions. Uzma Berhad also has been listed on the Bursa Malaysia main board since 2008. The company focuses on innovation, growth, and long-term value for stockholders.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Zaiha Zulkifli. I'll present on the Petron background. Petron Corporation entered the Malaysian downstream oil and gas market in 2012 after acquiring ExxonMobil downstream operation. Its main operating company is Petron Malaysia Refining and Marketing Berhad, which is listed on Bursa Malaysia. The company managed the Podixon refinery with a capacity of 88,000 barrels per day and produced products including gasoline, diesel, LPG, and aviation fuel. These products are supplied through 11 depots and around 700 stations nationwide, serving both retail and industrial customers with reliable fuel and convenient service.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fakira Alia binti Arino. I would like to present my part about background Shell. Shell Gas Malaysia Berhad is a Bursa Malaysia listed company under the Global Shell Group, mainly involved in the marketing and distribution of liquefied petroleum gas (LPG) in Malaysia. Operating in a capital-intensive and price-sensitive energy industry, the company maintains a strong market position through its established brand, efficient distribution network, and focus on safety. This report analysed the financial performance of Shell Gas Malaysia Berhad from 2022 to 2024 using financial ratio analysis to access liquidity, leverage, profitability, efficiency, and the last one is overall financial stability for stakeholder decision making.
Moving to the data analysis, which is the first one is liquidity. Liquidity got a which is two main ratio, which is current ratio and quick ratio. We're going to see the current ratio first. This graph compares the current ratio of five companies from 2022 to 2024, showing their ability to pay short-term liabilities using current assets. Usma Berhad showed a strong improvement over the year, with the current ratio increasing significantly. This means its short-term liquidity position is getting better. Petronas maintained a stable and healthy current ratio across all the 3 years, indicating consistent ability to meet short-term obligations. Petron has a low current ratio through the periods, suggesting a weaker short-term liquidity compared to the other companies. Shell remained fairly stable, with a moderate current ratio and only small changes over the year. TMB also showed a stable but lower current ratio, indicating it can meet short-term obligations but with less buffer than companies like Petronas and Uzma. Companies with a higher current ratio like Uzma and Petronas are in the stronger short-term financial positions. Move to the second liquidity is quick ratio. This graph shows the quick ratio of five companies from 2022 to 2024, which measure their ability to pay short-term liabilities without relying on inventory. A higher quick ratio means stronger immediate liquidity. Uzma perhaps has a highest strong quick ratio across all the 3 years, showing very good short-term financial strength, although there is a slight drop in 2024. Petronas start with a strong quick ratio but show a declining trend, especially in 2024, indicating reduced short-term liquidity over time. Petron has a low quick ratio in all year, meaning it has limited liquid assets to cover short-term obligations. Shell remains stable with a quick ratio slightly above 1, suggesting it can comfortably meet short-term liabilities. Last but not least, TMB showed a gradual improvement, indicating better short-term liquidity by 2024.
Purpose of the leverage is to measure the extent to which company finance operation using debt compared to equity. We start with the debt to equity first and go to the one company is Uzma Berhad, shown an increasing rely on debt over the period, which is suggests rising financial risk and higher leverage. For the Petronas, on the other hand, maintain low debt using a strong, stable financial position, indicating effective capital management. For the Petron Corporation, experience fluctuating leverage level, reflecting a moderate level of financial risk and some inconsistency in debt management. For the Shell Malaysia, records low and decreasing debt level, which highlight strong physical stability and conservative leverage strategy. For the Tenaga Nasional Berhad, operate with relatively high but stable leverage due to the capital intensive nature of its operation. For the overall, Petronas and Shell demonstrate the strongest leverage position among the company analyzed. For this slide, we'll explain the times interest earn ratio, which measure a company abilities to cover interest expenses using operating profit. First, for the company Uzma Berhad, show the weakness interest coverage, indicating the increased pressure in meeting interest obligation. For the Petronas, the company continue to demonstrate a strong and comfortable ability to service interest expenses despite a declining trend. For the Petron Corporation, face significant deterioration in interest coverage, which signal high financial risk. For the Shell Gas Malaysia, maintain consistently strong interest coverage, reflecting solid financial stability. The Tenaga Nasional Berhad also show adequate coverage with improvement in the latest year. So for the overall time interest and ratio, Petronas and Shell also remain the strongest in terms of interest coverage.
Okay, now we're moving to the data analysis activity. There's two things in data analysis ability. So the first one, we're going to the average collection period. So as you can see here, the graph is trade the average collection period of the company from 2022 to 2024. It's reflecting the efficiency of receivable collection, and a shorter collection period indicate faster recovery of receivable and stronger cash flow, while a longer period suggests lower collection and potential liquidity pressure. From the graph here, we can conclude that Uzma average collection period increased significantly from 74 days in 2022 to 146.6 days in 2024, is indicating a deteriorating receivable management and potential cash flow strain. As for Petronas, the collection period lengthened from approximately 53 days in 2022 to 124 days in 2024, it's suggesting a slower receivable collection that may impact liquidity. As for DNB, the collection period improved markedly from 164 days in 2022 to 70 days in 2024. It's reflecting the enhanced collection efficiency and stronger cash flow management. For Petron, the collection period increased moderately from 4.81 days in 2022 to 8 days in 2024. Although still low, the upward trend indicates slight weakening in receivable control. And on average, share collected is receivable in about 63 days in 2024, which suggests reasonable efficiency in managing customer credit for a capital-intensive industry like oil and gas. Overall, the TMB shows strong improvement in receivable collection, enhancing the cash flow. In contrast, Uzma and Petronas experienced longer collection periods, indicating weaker receivable management, and Petron maintained low collection days though with a slight upward trend. Okay, so the second thing in the data analysis activity is the fixed asset turnover. So again, there's a graph here indicate the fixed asset turnover for the company from 2022 to 2025. It's reflecting how efficiently fixed assets were used to generate revenue, and a higher ratio indicates better asset utilization. So to conclude, from the graph here, it shows that Uzma fixed asset turnover was low in 2022, and it improved sharply in 2023 but declined again in 2024, which indicating the inconsistent asset utilization. For Petronas, the fixed asset turnover declined steadily from 1.24 times in 2022 to 0.98 times in 2024. It's reflecting weaker utilization of fixed asset. TMB fixed asset turnover improved gradually from 0.42 times in 2022 to 0.47 times in 2024. It's indicating a better asset efficiency, typical for a capital-intensive utility. For Shell, the fixed asset turnover of 1.52 times indicates a moderate asset utilization consistent with large oil and gas operation. And lastly, for Petron, the fixed asset turnover declined from 8.4 to 8.45 times in 2022 to 7.26 times in 2024, suggesting reduced efficiency in fixed asset usage. To conclude, the TMB shows steadily improvement in fixed asset utilization, while Uzma experienced the inconsistent efficiency over the period. Petronas and Petron recorded a declining trend, including weaker use of fixed asset, and Shell maintained a moderate and stable asset utilization consistent with its capital-intensive operation.
Hi, I will present on the operating profit margin ratio. Operating profit margin measures how efficiently a company generates profit from its core operation. From 2022 until 2024, Petronas recorded the highest margins among the companies, although a slight downward trend can be observed. TMB also shows stable and strong operating performance throughout the period. Uzma demonstrates significant improvement with margin increasing sharply in 2024, indicating better cost control. In contrast, Shell's operating profit margin declined over the 3 years. Petron recorded the lowest margin with a sharp decrease in 2024, suggesting challenge in managing operating costs and profitability. Next, I will explain on the return on equity ratio, ROE. ROE measure how effectively a company generates profit from the shareholders' equity. Over the 3 years period, Shell and Petronas recorded the highest ROE, although both experienced a downward trend. The MB show relatively low but stable returns, with some improvement in 2024. Petro recorded a significant increase in ROE in 2024, indicating improved profitability relative to equity. In contrast, Uzma's ROE declined sharply, reaching a very low level in 2024, suggesting weaker returns to shareholders.
So this is data analysis market for 5 company. The first one is Shell company. For 2022, it is 80%. TNB company 63%. Petrol company 22.46. Petronas 49.2%, and Usma company is 77.7%. So for the 2023, Shell company is 43%, TNB company 4.58%, Petron company 22.82%, and the Petronas is for 9.6%. So the last one is Uzma company 9.27%. So the last one, it is 2024 for Shell company 43 53 until 57%. So TMB 41.98%. Petron 149.70. Petronas 58.101%. So the last one is Uzma company 21%. So this is data analysis market for price earning ratio. For the Shell company, 2022 is 4.9 times. TNB company 15.96. Petron 3.44. And Petronas 20.59. For the Usma company is 77.45%. So for 2023, Shell's company is 11.5 time. TNB company 20.92. So for Petron company is 4.18. For Petronas company is 18.88 time. And the last one is Uzma company is 8.49%. So for the Shell company in 2024, it is 12.1. TNB is 18.44, and Petron company is 61.53. Sorry. So for the Petronas is 19.05 times, and for Uzma company is 14.06. I think this is for the data analysis lah. So this is conclusion for all the slide. So for Petronas, it is the strongest performance with higher profitability and financial stability. So for TNB and Shell, it is stable performance due to larger size and diversified operation. For the Petron, more sensitive to market change. And the last one is Uzma Berhad. It is the highest risk despite growth potential. I think that's all from me. Thank you.